Hello, welcome. And today we are going to learn about mindfulness. Mindfulness is a beautiful technique which helps you not only to de stress, but also helps you to achieve your dreams and goals. It also enhances your happiness and quality of life. I'm sure you have heard of mindfulness, but today let us understand in detail about mindfulness. So, let me share with you a particular PPT and let us get started. I hope you're able to see this. So, mindfulness is about meditation. Mindfulness is about proper breathing. Mindfulness is about balance, stress reduction, awareness. Mindfulness is also about body as well as about soul. What exactly mindfulness is? That means it's just simple that just being present at that particular moment, being aware of what is happening around. That's what is mindfulness. So, now let's go in detail to understand that mindfulness is the ability where we are able to be in that very moment and enjoy whatever we are doing. Be completely involved in that particular activity or in that particular time. It is about enjoying whatever we are doing, being aware as well as being in acceptance is what mindfulness is all about. That means what we are able to understand is mindfulness is just being present in that particular moment, being attentive and being aware of whatever is going on around. Don't you think that in today's world, with all the gadgets and distractions, it's so difficult to concentrate on any particular thing for a long time? Also, when we are just standing, maybe for taking a bus or a cab or a train, you would hardly see people who are like present and looking around. People are so much involved only in their mobile phones. So that is what is today's world. But being mindful is bringing the awareness inside as well as around us. So let's go ahead to see the techniques which we can practice connected to mindfulness. So here, mindfulness can also help, and mindfulness helps. That is, it's interaction where compassion creates mindfulness, mindfulness creates compassion, and that is vice versa for all these things, which is intention, nobility, forgiveness, awareness, dignity, and presence. Amazing, isn't it? What mindfulness is not. It is not an intellectual activity or emptying the mind, not a quick fix or a mumbo jumbo, not a relaxation, not religion of faith, not a replacement of any medicine or psychological therapy. Neither it is about getting somewhere or attaining goal. But having said that, when you are more mindful about things, you eventually have more clarity of thoughts that definitely helps you to have balanced emotions and you are able to achieve your goals better. But the activity is not about goal achievement, it is a byproduct which you eventually get when you are practicing mindfulness. Now, the techniques that we are going to see are the observer meditation. Observer meditation is something which we can just start off. Okay, so what is observer meditation? Just focus on any particular thing and just be looking at it. For instance, if there is a clock in your room, just look at the clock and see how the seconds hand is moving, how the minute and the hour hand is moving. So just being aware of it. If suppose there is a mic, just looking at the mic, seeing how it is, what is the shape, just being present and doing that. Now that there is a camera in front of me and there is this laptop, just looking into it, being in the moment is also mindfulness. Now, if you're watching and listening to me, that again is mindfulness. So, whatever you are doing, completely being immersed in that, being completely aware of it is what is mindfulness. So the observer meditation is a simple technique where you just take out some 3 to 5 minutes and then just look around in your room and start to note what all things you are able to see. You can further add by taking a pen and a paper and just making a list of it as to what all you are able to see in your room, what all you are able to observe. It is just 3 to 5 minutes of technique, but this would help you to be more aware about what is there around you, right? So that is what is the observer meditation. So kindly practice that, and you would find a lot of change in your concentration, your observation power, and you being present in that particular moment. The other techniques of mindfulness are mindful walking. Now, what is mindful walking? Mindful walking is you are completely concentrating on each step that you are taking. In those days, that is the ancient India, where the rishis and munis used to be very aware and they used to be having this mindful walk. That is, they used to see to it that every step when they are taking, none of the insects or any other little creatures are affected because of their walk. So they used to be very careful, look at the ground and see that there are nothing, there is no creature, and then they used to keep their feet. So with every step, they were practicing non-violence. And that is only possible when you are having a mindful walk, right? So, but how can you use it? That is, when you are taking each step, just feel the ground, observe what kind of a sensation it is. Especially, suppose if you are walking barefoot, observe the temperature of the ground, feel how hard or soft the surface is. Try it out different places, maybe on the floor, maybe on the grass, maybe on the mud. Just bring all your focus on your feet and the sensation. Look and see what all things you are able to observe while you are walking. So that again is a mindful walking. Okay. So then we move on to the next technique, that is mindful emotional release. This is a very beautiful thought that, where you are ready to release any unwanted emotions. Earlier, I had recorded a session on anger management. That is how to heal your anger and to release your anger. Do watch it. So that is what is the mindful emotional release, where you are being aware of all that emotion that is inside you, where you are sure about what is the purpose or what is the reason this emotion has arrived. That happens when you are following the introspection, which we will be seeing again, which is about asking the right questions, coming to the right answer, and then you are very sure that you want to release that emotion. For example, suppose if you want to release your suppression, okay, which has been there for a long period of time, some emotional suppression. It could be anything, sorrow or anger or guilt or any other emotion. Then asking yourself as to why you want to release this emotion, and what would happen if I am not releasing this emotion. You can also parallelly make notes of it. That is, you can just ask yourself the question, think and write the answer. That is, why I want to release this emotion. What would happen if I don't release this emotion? And how my future is going to be better by releasing this emotion. So when you start to answer yourself, you are very clear. There is a clarity of thought. And when you are very sure about this is the emotion which I don't want to carry and I want to release. So consciously letting that emotion out by either doing some grounding technique or practice where you're surrendering all these emotions to Mother Earth. The best way of doing is that you sit on the floor and say that all these unwanted emotions are all getting out of me and going to the ground. So that would be one of the technique. Or you can have a emotional, mindful emotional release, connecting yourself with the tree. Trees are very excellent healers, my dear friend. Practice this and you would understand what kind of beautiful vibrations you receive. So you can connect with the tree. You don't have to go to the garden. Wherever you are, there would be some tree you can focus on. So even if it is from your house balcony, you can focus on a tree. Just have a dialogue with the tree that as you are giving me oxygen, along with it, I also would want to receive some healing powers from you. And as I let out the carbon dioxide to you, I also want to release all these emotional pains. Please heal it for me. Okay, so that I give you all the pain and you heal it and give me lot of healing powers. So it is like how you are trading the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. Likewise, you receive the healing powers and use them to heal all those pains and give the pain to the trees. Trees in turn, like they are filtering out and processing the carbon dioxide for themselves, they keep it and they give out the oxygen. So they take away all your pains and give out the healing powers. So this could be a mindful emotional release where you focus on a tree, have this internal dialogue, and just with entire gratitude, breathe in the oxygen, and with that, breathe in all the healing powers. And when you breathe out, release the carbon dioxide and release all the trapped emotions. Do this at least for some 20 to 30 times, and you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel so relaxed. That is the power of the dream. So, this is the emotional release which is done in a mindful way. You are very sure as to what you want to release. So, that is the next step. That is the mindful emotional release. Then, going to the next one, that is the mindful questioning. Few of them we have already covered. That is asking yourself the question, and the mindful answering is answering about whatever question has been asked, being very mindful and answering. That is when you ask yourself which emotions I want to release. So you're very mindful and you're totally focusing on that question. And then when you think and introspect, you are very clear about certain emotions that you are not comfortable with, which you want to release. And then you start to answer about those that I want to release all my past trauma, all the pain, as well as you can also release any other emotion which you feel is trapped inside you. So that is your mindful answering. So following that, emotional release is possible. Even forming affirmations is possible, right? So now going ahead to the mindful gratitude. Mindful gratitude is just gratitude, but being more aware of why you are grateful for what that gratitude has given you. If suppose you're thinking about your mom and you're thinking that, oh, my mom did so much for me. So that you take it ahead. So that is just a gratitude. You take it ahead and you just think on what all you are grateful for towards your mom. What all are your gratitudes? Why you're feeling so grateful about? And what you want to do from now on. Is this gratitude giving you superpower? Would you want to take it forward and really create an amazing future? That is mindful gratitude. And when you start to probably pen a letter to your mom, and then you give that letter to your mom, that again is a mindful gratitude. Where it is not only, yeah, I'm so grateful about, but also consciously doing some steps where you take the gratitude forward and probably help yourself to design a beautiful life for yourself. So that could be your token of expressing your gratitude. At the same time, you can also write a letter and give it to her. It could be not only mom, but any of the person you're very grateful for. All these are the mindful techniques. So these all come under mindfulness. The more you are aware about what you want to do, you will slowly observe that your multitasking reduces and your concentration increases. You would be able to be having more clarity of your thoughts, balance your emotions, and automatically it helps you to increase your manifestation powers. More power to you. follow these techniques and put your comments in the comment box. All the best.